Super Bowl 56, Ike, Bengals and Rams. And I was really excited to talk to you today, Ike, because you won 2 Super Bowls. You played in 3. And so what I want to know about, and this game's going to be in Los Angeles, SoFi Stadium. You played in Detroit, Tampa, and Arlington, Texas for your 3 Super Bowls. Can you give our listeners and viewers an insight of what it's like that week leading up to the Super Bowl, leading up to the big game, and just the anticipation for it from a player perspective?
Super Bowls change your life. That's why I'm getting an opportunity right now to be on the Bleav in Steelers podcast because of, my success, my personal opinion, just winning Super Bowls. Now I think I'm a good analyst. I think I can break it down to pretty much anybody, whether you're 3 years old or 73 years old. If you do or don't know nothing about football, I think I do have that kind of talent. When you want to talk about somebody who watches talent and wants to be a GM, yeah, I think I have that kind of talent. When you want to talk about somebody who's able to work with whomever, and you and I not even knowing each other, but we wind up being real good friends, more like family. Your mom, your dad, your brothers, you coming over, lady cooking, like that's where I'm at with it. So when it comes down to these Super Bowls, man, it's just everything, just a whole red carpet event, bro. It's just like you're actually in the movie throughout the course of a week. Now, once you get to the Super Bowl, you got to play your role for that movie, and that's just what it is. But it's just so hard. It's so hard to describe because all your life, one, you want to make it to that level. So it's a lot of people never get to that Super Bowl. And I was fortunate enough to get to 3. But you want to talk about a game changer, and Coach T said it best. You win Super Bowls in the city of Pittsburgh, you're on scholarship for the rest of your life. And that's exactly how the Pittsburgh Steelers in that city treats me, on scholarship for life. And we talk about 20 years ago, man. So for me, man, it's just been a blessing. It's been an honor. But that Super Bowl week is like nothing other. It's the build-up. When you sitting in the locker room and you got superstars and you got these halftime shows, so usually it's 15 minutes. Now it's like 45 to an hour. It's just a little bit different. When you see that confetti come down and your family members and your friends, they crying, it's just a little bit different. When you can hear at the snap of the kickoff, so many cameras are flashing. When you can just hear it, man, it's a game changer. It's a different kind of life. When you see all the stars, and then when you look at tickets, and tickets are high right now in LA. You got a ticket going, a nosebleed ticket going for $7,000. You get down further, tickets going for $100,000. Like, that's the Super Bowl. How in the hell you pay $100,000 for a ticket? But that's how big the Super Bowl is. How you pay $200,000 for a suite for a couple of hours. That's how big the Super Bowl is. That's the attention it draws. So for me, man, it's just I was part of both. I got roped off, which hurt. Still crying inside to this day. And I was one of the ones watching people who got roped off as well. So, but man, you can't describe the Super Bowl. I just put it to you like this, Mark. Picture you on a show. Picture you doing the show with I'll come back to it.
Okay.
But
okay.
Picture just living your dream out for that week, bro. 3 times.
Let me ask you about this, Ike, because you've had the highest of high, winning 2 and then losing a Super Bowl as well.
Right.
The 3 plays in the 3 circumstances I think of, the first Super Bowl you played, the interception that you had against the Seattle Seahawks, setting up Hines Ward, the reverse pass that he received from Antoine Randall that put the game away for you to beat the Seattle Seahawks in Detroit to win what was your first Super Bowl victory. I go to the second game, and thanks to the wizardry of San Antonio Holmes and Ben Roethlisberger, you're able to get your second win because you've told me this before. Larry Fitzgerald, as you like to say, was in the Matrix that postseason, scored a late touchdown when you were matched up against him.
I thought it was over.
And then the third circumstance of, you played maybe what was your best game as a professional athlete in the game. against the Green Bay Packers, and your Steelers still came up short. So, like, what are those highs and lows like? Because I'd imagine achieving and winning is a feeling that no one can ever take away from you as a Super Bowl champion, but you've been on the other side of that, losing, and what you learn as a professional and how hard that must be to see the opposing team celebrate for something that you've worked so hard to that point. What is that dichotomy like from the highs and the lows of playing in the Super Bowl?
For me, it was a bittersweet moment because I was very upset, cried like a baby. You know, when you cry, you just got snot bubbles coming out your mouth and your bottom lip just be shivering and stuff. That's how bad I was crying in the back. But at the same time, it was contract time and I balled out. So I was like, "Oh, I'm about to get paid. I'm about to get paid." Mm-hmm. So for me, it was bittersweet because I thought 3 always sound better than 2 when it came down to Super Bowls. Like 3-time Super Bowl champion. 2 is nice, 1 is rare. 2 is, we talking about out of space. 3 sound way better than 2. So I mean, we were saying this on the sideline. We were so confident we was gonna win. We was like, bro, the ones who got 2 already. We was like, bro, this about to be our 3rd Super Bowl. And we really wanted to win it for Flozell Adams because he just left Dallas and he came to us. And when he came to training camp, these were exact words to him as a defense. We're going to get you a Super Bowl ring. That's what we told Big Flo. And Big Flo was like, looking at us crazy, like, y'all this unselfish over here? Like, y'all really? We said, look, every blue moon, you got to do it for somebody else. We did it for Jerome Bettis because he wanted to go to Detroit, and he wound up retiring after that game. We respect and we understand what you gave to the game as a first-round draft pick and how much of a star you was to the Dallas Cowboys. We want to do this for you, Big Flo. And we came up short, though. So that was just the unselfishness, but that one hurt. That one to Green Bay, but you just got it. But matter of fact, Nick Collins is supposed to come on the show today. Next time we'll get him on because we had a lot to do on this show today. But nigga tell you about Charles Woodson's speech at halftime. It was heartfelt, So that's what kind of happened because Charles wound up getting hurt. But Charles kind of revamped his career when he went to Green Bay. But man, me and Nick and I, we talk all the time. I coach his kids. Ain't no love lost. I'm glad he did get him a Super Bowl, ring. It just came at our expense. So it's all love and it's all good. So.
Yeah, he's come on the show too, Ike, on the Bleav It Steelers podcast. And I'm amazed that you had a pick 6 against your beloved Steelers, and you two can still speak about it and can speak like your friends. So that just shows you the camaraderie and the brotherhood of the NFL because, man, like I wouldn't be able to look past that, Ike. That's just me.
Nah, I agree. It took some time for me to get over it, Mark. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't really mad at the play. And he on the defensive side, so you ain't never mad at the defensive player. We always thought Nick Collins was a dog when it came down to playing on that defense as a safety. But, man, it's like you ain't mad at him. You mad at the Super Bowl. Like, they ain't Super Bowl. Why y'all didn't give it to us? Why y'all gave it to them for the W?
Well, Ike, you mentioned veteran players like Flozell Adams, like a Jerome Bettis. Andrew Whitworth, the left tackle for the Rams, 40 years old, could be his final game, seeking a Super Bowl win over the team that he spent his first 11 seasons with the Cincinnati Bengals. These storylines write themselves, Ike.
Oh, man, I love Whit, man. Whit, my dog. Whit went to LSU. So he from around the area. He understands what it is to be a Louisiana boy. So I get that part, but at the same time, I went to betonline.ag and I'm going with the Cincinnati Bengals, baby.
Yeah, I am too, Ike. And we're going to talk about this on Friday's episode.